Okay, so today has been one of those days. It was a day that I thought, oh, I need to get some more subscribers. I need to do a video for our family. So I was like, okay, kids, we need to do something. And then, I got up and I started doing all my work for the day, planning on doing what I was thinking I was supposed to do. And then I was doing a load of laundry and I heard a noise in the bathroom and I looked at it and I realized that septic was coming up in my bathtub. So that was not fun. So that put me into, okay, not doing a video. And then it dealt with how am I going to fix this. So it was just one of those days because I had to be on the phone with a septic guy. We've never had to do septic out here yet, so I didn't really know how that worked. And then my husband's like, well, maybe something's stuck in the lines. And so I'm plunging it like crazy, trying to get it go down, and it's not going down. And so it was just crazy. I was doing school with the kids, and the little ones are learning to read, and I was losing my patience because they're just learning reading, and so I wasn't taking the time that I needed to, and it was just frustrating. So I just needed to stop. I stopped. I'm like, you know what? Just forget it. Leave it. That'll be fine. That's what I did first. So what I did was I got a hold of a septic guy, and thank goodness he was the one that did our house when we moved in here. And so I just got him to come, and thank goodness he was able to come out. I prayed before. I called one person that I saw on Google that was recommended, and they said they weren't able to come until like the 23rd, and so that was not going to work for me because I was not about to have poop in my bathtub or waste in my bathtub until the 23rd. So they gave me the name of the septic company that we had used when we moved here, and so I prayed. I'm like, okay, Lord, you know what I need. And so I did. I called, and she said, yep. She's like, oh, he was in your town this morning and he's in a different place. So I thought, ugh. So I was like, okay, Lord, I just need this to work. And then she said, oh, I'll have him come. So he did, thank goodness. And so we just, he came out, and so then after I knew he was coming, okay, fine. Then I stopped. I took a break. I actually went in my room for a few minutes and just kind of unwound for a second. There was something that the Lord had told me to do, of something that I was talking to somebody last night, and I didn't speak everything I needed to say. And so today, as this was going wrong, I thought, why is this going wrong, Lord? I'm like, what? Is there something that I need to do, or, something in my heart that I need to get out? And so he prompted me about something I was supposed to say to this person. And so, not that my septic is caused because of my disobedience, but I believe that if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, things are going to happen. So I went to my bedroom and sat in there, and I had texted back this person, and I was very glad that I did. And so I was like, okay, Lord, I feel better. I asked the Lord to forgive me for not being obedient, and then I went about my day so that I was able to go back to the children. They were grumpy and crabby because I was being grumpy and crabby with them, and I just let them go. And I said, you know what, we'll do with it tomorrow. And so I pulled out some suckers. I had 4 suckers left from Christmas, and I said, okay, let's read. We're learning reading right now, and reading is probably one of the most stressful things, I think, to teach a child, especially when they're not able to get it. And so I just went and got 4 suckers, and I got the little books. We do the Bob books right now, and so I have the alphabet ones and then beginner readers. I think they are beginner readers. And so I went and I got the books, and I went to the first child, and I said, okay, we got to read this story. Let's do it. And we went through it, and the ones he was having a hard time with, I helped him sound them out, and that's okay. And then he said it, and he was so much more happy, and he got through it. And when I pointed to all the letters that he didn't know the sounds, he knew them all. So I said, okay, have your sucker. And he was so happy, and I was like, okay, done. I went down to the next child, and she was like, and she was already crabby because I was already crabby with her earlier for not being able to get it, and that was my fault. So I said, I'm sorry that Mommy was crabby. It was wrong for me to get grumpy when I shouldn't have been grumpy. And so we worked through it. She did her book just fine. She had a little more trouble, but that's okay. I'm like, okay, we'll work on it again tomorrow. And so then I gave her sucker, and then I helped the 5-year-old with his letters, and he went through those just fine. I only missed one of them. So I said, okay. So they had suckers, excuse me. So, and they had suckers, and they were so happy. So it changed the whole atmosphere of the house because I was snippy. An older one was doing something that normally I wouldn't think about, and I was already getting snippy, and so I just had to stop because it all was about me being crabby, and it was me and not being in control of my emotions and what was going on. So it's okay, moms, to have those days, but we have to stop, and we have to think about what are we doing, what kind of, what are my children going to start thinking of me? I don't want them to think that it's okay to get crabby because you're having a stressed out day, or when things go wrong, it's okay to be short with everybody, because it's not. It's not okay to do that. We're supposed to be in control of our emotions at all times, as much as we can. So that's something to work on for me. So it was fine. We got through everything. I even sat and did we are adding readings time, and so I'm like, I just need to do it. I've been wanting to do it, and I just have started doing this. So I was able to sit down and read and get through what I needed to get done, and that was like, okay, thank you, Lord. And the only thing we didn't do today was we're reading By the Banks of Plum Creek for Little House on the Prairie. We read it Monday. I didn't read it Tuesday because crazy day Tuesday. And then today's Wednesday and I didn't do it today. And I said, you know what? That's quite all right. I don't mind not doing it. Actually, Tuesday was crazy, but we actually went to the park because we've been stuck inside with this freezing cold weather for days. And Tuesday was the first day. It was like 60 degrees. And I said, oh, I'm getting the kids out. So we went to the park all afternoon. I'm very glad we did. So today was, and then with the septic today, I just didn't. But it's nice out. It actually is really nice, just not sunny. So, but I'm like, that's okay because we'll pick up on it Thursday maybe. Maybe we'll see. We plans Thursday. But I don't know. We'll pick up on it one day. And if that's okay, we don't Thursday, we don't Friday, then maybe next week we'll catch back up to it. So it's good. It's good, but it's good to stop and remove yourself from it. Because I remember back in the day, I would just get mad and I'd just scream. I'd scream at my kids. I'd scream at frustration. My husband would come home and I'd be snipping at him. And so I've learned over the years to not do that. And so, I mean, I still was snippy today. Yes, I was snippy, but not as bad as I used to be. So I'm learning that I just needed to stop and I need to take a breath and ask the Lord what it was I needed to do. And I knew I needed to talk to that woman that I was supposed to talk to and I didn't, and then I needed to, okay, I need to do what I got to do right now. So we're getting things under control, so it's fine. I made a couple things today, even though I was afraid to use the water too much, so I just, oh, Ruby, it's my doggy. I was afraid to do too much baking. Usually today's my baking day, but I just did some granola. I made some really good granola. It was actually really yummy. We used oatmeal, and I had a big bag full of chopped nuts I put in there. I had some coconut. I had some chia seeds and some hemp seeds that I've had in my cupboard for a really long time. So I used all those up, unsweetened coconut. I'm trying to think what else. And then some sesame seeds. And I mixed all that up, and then we made I put some brown sugar in it. And then my liquid mixture was coconut oil, maple, I didn't have maple flavoring, so I used almond and butter flavoring, and then coconut oil and honey. We mixed that up and poured it, we put it in the oven, and it smells really good. So kids had that with some apples, and they were like loving it. So I like to eat that for breakfast. Instead of having oatmeal, oatmeal's great, but it was nice. It's nice to have with chopped up apples too, because it gives that little crunch, a little bit of sweetness. So I made that, and then I think that was all I made today. Yeah, that was it. And I did dinner. We did spaghetti, a big pot of spaghetti sauce last night, and my husband loves spaghetti, so I thought he can have that tonight. And then I made chicken patties, like chicken sandwich patty, and I also heat up some Alfredo sauce, and I made more spaghetti noodles. So I thought my husband could make spaghetti with the chicken and the spaghetti sauce and have like chicken parmesan. And then if somebody else wanted to do that, they could. And if not, I had some hamburger buns left over. They can do a chicken sandwich, or I can cut them up into chicken nuggets, and they can have chicken nuggets with Alfredo, whatever they want to do. So it's a nice mixture meal, but it'll just be easy enough. So that is finished, and then the house is picked up. Yeah, the house is picked up. I didn't get to clean my bathrooms because of the septic. Ugh. So, but I did get to pick up the house. So we are hoping my son, the septic guy came. I was very thankful he came, and he pumped out my septic, and he said it was full, which is great. Not good, but we have a lot of people. So he pumped that out, and then it was still clogged. So the downstairs bathroom goes fine, and so I'm thankful for that. But it's still upstairs as a clog, so that's not fun. So I've got, my son is going to Lowe's right now, and he's getting an auger, I think, to hopefully it just is a little clog of too much toilet paper or something. I don't know. We plunged it didn't come out, so I hope it doesn't pull out like a Barbie head or an action figure guy, because that would not be cool. But we'll have the auger, and that'll be nice for any future things, because sometimes with kids that happens. And so that will be good to get that done. We'll hopefully finish that up. I sent him to the store because I thought if we can get that done, then we can still go to church tonight, because I don't want my husband to come home tonight and have to deal with that himself. And so that'll be good. We got to get outside. I told the kids I want to go outside and swing, so they came out and swing on the canopy or the hammock swings downstairs. And it's just beautiful. It's warm. It's not beautiful. It's cloudy, but it's warm out. It's warm out, and I'm very thankful for that. So, counting my blessings, because today has just been a day, and I just, frustration. And I know, like, women time, that monthly time when you start feeling a little crazy too. So I can feel it creeping, so it magnifies it. And I know that's not fair, and I don't know why we go through that, but we do. So I think that's our time that we're supposed to take a little bit extra time, know that we're going to have it, so we have to step back from the situation and just take a little breather. So I know, like, I got up really early today to get some work done. So tomorrow, I probably won't get up so early, because I know that my body is going to need some extra sleep. So I figured I'm paying attention to what I need instead of pushing, and then having a big giant meltdown, because that's what I would have done back in the day. So tonight I'm praying for dinner to go smoothly. It's cooking in the oven right now, and then hopefully my son will get home and we will do this toilet, and I hope it just unclogged in a second, which would be awesome. And then I will clean my bathrooms out because that's gross. And then hopefully get everybody to church tonight, because I know we missed Sunday because we weren't able to go because we had no water, because it was so freezing cold. So freezing. I live in the South. Michigan, I understand things freeze up, so we would always crack our faucet and let the water drip. I didn't think about that here. Well, you have to do that here. So our well, there's like a little spigot on it, I guess, spigot, like a hose spigot. And so my husband turned that on and ice chunks flew out and it worked, and then the water ran. So that was good. So that froze up Sunday, so we had no water until we figured that out. So I need to go. I need to go to church. I need to go to church with my children, and we need to go, and it'll be good. So it will be good. I'm excited. We need to go to church. It'll be good to go to church, and I'll be excited to go tonight. So I'm hoping that will be the smooth plan, and if not, that's okay. Can't get mad about it. Can't get frustrated about it. Can't just leave it all on my husband to do when he gets home from working all day long. So we'll just do what we have to do. That's how you do life. You just got to do what you got to do. So, okay. So now I need to go back to reality. I decided to come out here for 5 minutes and do a little video. So I had something, because I haven't had anything since, I don't even know, a week ago or something. And so I need to do something. I don't know how people could do this every day. It would be hard. No, it couldn't be hard. You just do it. And so you just have to work into it. So that's what I'm going to try to work my way into. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I look forward to more positive notes in my day, because it can be happy. It could be a lot worse. Like my daughter said, Mom, you could have septic shooting out of your pipes. We have a finished basement, so the ceiling's all finished. She goes, we could have septic shooting through those pipes somewhere, Mom, and have to cut through the ceiling. And I said, you are exactly right. So it could be a lot worse. And I know people have a lot worse situations. So, and we could have freezing cold right now and everything could be frozen, or it could be raining, or any number of the above things. So I'm just thankful that I was able to stop, take a step back and realize it, and just do what you got to do, because that's what we got to do as moms. We just got to pull together. Okay, we got to do what we got to do, so it's not frustrating. So, okay, well, hopefully, I don't know if I'll get to do something on here or not. I might record the kids doing something. We'll see. Maybe dinner. Maybe we'll do something with dinner, and you can see what we did tonight. So, okay, and if not, then I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we will do another one soon. Bye-bye.